What's cooking? Good looking. Today we've got a very special present. Hold on. As I was saying, today we have a very special presentation. It's about Naruto and the fact that clinginess is in fact the solution. And I know a lot of you guys are clingy, I'm clingy myself, that's why I reply to a lot of you. So I think we can learn a lot from this presentation. There are no manga spoilers here, you probably know the story. Let's get into it. Who is Naruto Uzumaki? He's a no-good, talentless, good-for-nothing, lonely little boy who no one wanted any part of. Just kidding. He's the son of the 4th Hokage and an Uzumaki, the host of the Nine Tails, and the reincarnation of the son of a demigod. Not to mention, the main character of his titular show. And right off the bat, I just want to say, hard work beats talent is definitely not a theme of Naruto. A theme of Naruto is hard work beats talent if talent doesn't work hard. But whatever, we're not going to talk about that. Moving forward, he's the definition of a man with a hammer. He's got that like really low tier shonen moveset with like punches and kicks, maybe one or two special techniques, and he spams the ever living fuck out of them. No more to say. Like, dude, whether it's defeating some shop robber or the literal goddess who created the ninja world as we know it, Rasengan and Shadow Clones are the gun and the bullets, respectively. Next, he's also the father of Boruto. Nah, he's one of the most famous anime characters ever, and with reason. I just started my annual Naruto rewatch, and man, is the beginning fucking slow. But I can't wait to get into Shippuden and the later parts of part 1. He's also famously the strongest Talk no Jutsu user in history, and this little image shows exactly that. I mean, he's saved everyone from Neji, who was bound by like the swastika on his forehead, to Obito, who wanted to destroy the entire world and enslave everyone. Yes, that's not exactly Obito's goal. I know, Obito lovers don't come after me. He's clingy as absolute fuck, and if there's anything to take from the show Naruto, it's that if someone is running away from you, if someone wants no part of you, if they've rejected you, just latch on. Just keep trying to get them, and eventually, after many years and many seasons, it'll work. And finally, importantly, we know this, he shows you how you shouldn't dress as a ninja. I mean, ninjas should A, see through deception, B, put teamwork above the mission, and C, be stealthy. Does Naruto do those three? No, because he doesn't do A or C. Even outside of the Kyuubi chakra mode, he dresses in fucking orange. So Naruto, you were never a brainiac, but whatever, we'll let it slide. What has Naruto accomplished? Well, he used 700 trillion clones in the first episode and then decided not to do this for many years to come. And you might be asking, Luca, why do you think that's the case? And the answer is, he also made me the cringiest 10-year-old ever. And yes, this is a real picture of me. I was a child model. Yes, I know. What hasn't he done? But slight tangent, I learned of Naruto when I was like 8 years old living in Europe, and I was watching some home videos from that time. This kid right here was walking around while his dad was filming him on his camera saying, "Believe it! Believe it!" And not only that, I was living in Europe at the time, so I was watching dubbed Naruto, but not just any dubbed Naruto. I was watching Serbian dubbed Naruto, the possibly cringiest language you could watch this battle shonen in. Watching those home videos actually made me want to be an Uchiha and rip my fucking eye sockets out. I was so retroactively embarrassed for my parents, it's unbelievable. And I'm sure you guys have similar stories. Moving on. He showed that obsessing over people works. Be that Sasuke, be that fucking Itachi later on in the show, be that Obito. We've talked about this. He's a clingy man, and it works for him. And he bagged a baddie. Let's go! He also bagged Hinata. And of course, he set the standard for a lot of modern shonen, inspired them in a lot of ways. I mean, even Yuji Sukuna, you can clearly see the similarities between Naruto and Kurama. Obviously, the character dynamics are different, but it's obvious. So the question now is, what made Naruto so beloved? It was a gateway drug, and I'm talking about the show. It's nostalgia at this point. A lot of people's first anime, especially in the Western world, was Naruto. I'm sure you might even relate. I relate definitely. It sets the standard, you know? And while it is definitely not the best written, and while it is definitely not the most consistent story-wise or power scaling-wise, it always held a special place in my heart. I mean, I was fucking Naruto for Halloween for like 5 years. But in that same vein, it was a great story. It was mostly very emotional. Again, inspired largely by DBZ and Hunter x Hunter. It had very high highs, very low lows, but a lot of people enjoyed watching it, and that's just something that you cannot deny. And I was wondering, honestly, why it's so beloved, especially here in the Western world, and I came up with this. I think ninjas are foreign to Westerners, just like pirates are in Japan, and these are two goats standing side by side. But moving on more to his characteristics, Naruto's ideals are just that, ideal. It's kind of the same reason people like Thorfinn. It's obviously fun to root for a character that would never exist in the real world because selfishness is a thing, but when you see these ideals, when you see all the shonen protagonists, when you see Thorfinn, you understand, dang, I want to be just like them. Maybe makes you a better human being, except not you. You're bad. Real bad. And of course, seeing his growth from part 1 to part 2 was satisfying. I know there's a huge debate on part 1 versus Shippuden. I'm personally a Shippuden is a better story overall, even though the war arc was handled fucking awfully. And of course, it was really fun to watch him interact with a plethora of interesting characters, some of which were actually fleshed out. A huge criticism, of course, of Kishimoto is that this became Naruto plus Sasuke Shippuden in the latter half of the show, but whatever, is what it is. At least the character cast was pretty cool, and they all had some moments to shine. And what people really, really, really love about Naruto, and I agree, is that it has fucking goated anime villains, from Madara to Pain to Obito, even fucking Zabuza. And as we all know, that kind of stuff is fun to watch. That's why you guys watch me, right? That's why we're watching Jujutsu Kaisen. We love Sukuna. Anyway, Naruto's abilities, what are they? Well, let's get the basics out of the way. He has Shadow Clones, Rasengan, and Kurama. Easy. However, he does have some abilities that you guys may have not noticed on the first watch through, and that's the ability to make a 20-minute episode into a 10-minute episode. If we're talking power scaling here, he may as well be the Flash. He's a licensed therapist, probably. I don't know how he changed Obito after Kakashi didn't get through him, but whatever. Therapist, good job. Now, he also had the incredible ability of surviving as an orphan with no one taking care of him. Thank you, third Hokage, you're a goat. And he had the ability to turn into a sexy woman for a 50-year-old pervert over and over and over again without questioning it ever. Naruto's the kind of guy you need in your life, you know what I'm saying? And then later on in the show, you know, you could fucking revive people. Why the fuck not? May as well. He's cool. Ninja Jesus. Walks on water. And finally, here we go, power scalers. He beats Luffy and loses to Ichigo. That's all you need to know about the big 3 power scaling. Alright, finally, what can we say in conclusion about Naruto? He is one of the most popular and goated characters ever. I love him. He created a genre in and of himself, and he is on the Mount Rushmore of shonen anime, in my opinion. And that's whether or not you think the story is good. If you went out on the street and showed people a picture of Naruto, even if they don't watch anime, even if they're not a fucking loser like you and I, you know, they know who it is. Hey, what the fuck? I'm not a loser. That was uncharacteristic of me. Furthermore, a lot of his shtick doesn't really make any sense, but let's roll with it. The fact that he was able to survive, the fact that no one knew that he was like the 4th Hokage's son, a lot of the story inconsistencies, but we roll with it because we enjoyed it, especially when we were younger. Now, you'll hear me say this only once. I want to say he's literally me, but he's a better person. So Naruto, I struggle with saying he's literally me. Gojo, I can say that because we're both cocky and disappoint people. More on that in the next video. Of course, the show gave birth to a lot of anime memes. Remember like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when the Sasuke getting like choked out by Itachi? Jesus Christ, I grabbed myself so hard. When Sasuke getting choked out by Itachi was like a huge meme. A lot of Naruto memes, very popular. Next, of course, he has the most Riz in the series easily. He rizzed up Sasuke, he rizzed up Hinata, Sakura fucking confessed her love for him, and then a bunch of random girls that we've never even been introduced to love him by the end of the show because he's a literal hero, a goat. And lastly, most importantly, to me at least, he's my favorite. Let's go, Naruto. I like him through his faults. But what I'd like even more is if you considered liking and subscribing if you enjoyed this video. Guys, if this video reaches 10 million likes, I will rob a bank of your choosing. Of course, Naruto PR team, let me hear you in the comments below. What do you think of the character? Good, bad? Has the stock gone up, gone down as you've gotten older, as time has passed, as you've consumed more media? Who knows? Let me know. Until then, my homies, I'm out.